Tonight at 5, some Wisconsin election officials, including one here in Dane County, are subpoenaed as part of the investigation into the January 6th attacks on the U.S. Capitol.
State leaders are sounding the alarm after a recent survey showed suicidal thoughts are drastically rising among Wisconsin youth.
Also, the state capitol ready for the holidays, holding a tree lighting ceremony today.
And congressional leaders gathered to honor the brave men and women who defended the U.S. Capitol during the January 6th Capitol riots.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Election officials in Wisconsin got federal subpoenas today. It's all part of a national investigation into the January 6th attacks on the U.S. Capitol.
Those officials include the county clerk here in Dane County. Political reporter Will Keneally spoke with him and joins us now with more. Will?
So federal investigators want copies of all communications that Dane County Clerk Scott McDonald might have had with Trump-related officials. And when we spoke with McDonald earlier, he says that includes only one name from the DOJ's list, Attorney Jim Trupus. He's a lawyer in Dane County who helped the Trump campaign file for a recount that alleged thousands of Dane County ballots needed to be thrown out. That's an argument that was later rejected by multiple courts. McDonald says he spoke to Trupus during the recount in 2020 at the Monona Terrace.
So I had a fair amount of interaction with him during that. So those transcripts are part of what we are sending over today. Yeah, I didn't have any phone call transcripts. It was all in person at Monona Terrace at the recount.
Clerks from both Dane and Milwaukee counties received subpoenas with a deadline of this Friday. As of yet, McDonald says he does not expect to have to testify as part of the subpoena just produced documents. This mirrors similar subpoenas that we've seen across the country with officials in Arizona and Michigan. Reporting from Madison, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you. We have an alert day coming up in the weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti is on the weather patio with the details. Gary?
Yeah, today's snow is just a little tease. I think everybody will see a widespread snow Thursday night into Friday, but this snow is winding down. It was enough to put an inch or two down on grassy areas through the central part of our viewing area, but farther to the south towards Janesville, it was mainly rain because temperatures were warmer there, and to the north there wasn't any precipitation up toward the Dells where it was cold enough for snow. But 6-hour future track radar shows the precipitation moving pretty rapidly off to the east. Might see some areas of fog overnight. Current temperatures are right around freezing. Madison right now 33, 37 in Janesville, 34 right now in Lone Rock. Across Dane County, 35 in Verona, 32 degrees in Sun Prairie. Look for skies to be mostly cloudy. Any rain and snow showers should come to an end by early evening. Temperatures holding nearly steady in the lower 30s this evening, but we do have that alert day in the forecast for accumulating snow from Thursday night into Friday for about 1 to 4 inches of slushy snow. I'll tell you who will expect the most out of that in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Today, students went to class as usual at Madison's Jefferson Middle School. Tomorrow, they'll do the same, but Jefferson Middle School will be a thing of the past.
After months of work, a committee in charge of renaming the school is set to decide its final recommendation this evening. Our McKenna Alexander is live outside Jefferson Middle School to give us a preview of that decision. McKenna?
Yeah, in the spring, a committee was formed to rename Jefferson Middle School, and after months of reviewing suggestions, tonight that committee will meet to finalize its selection. Now, the decision to rename Jefferson Middle School came after school leaders suggested a rebrand was in order, given Thomas Jefferson, whom the school is named after, is known to have owned slaves. So the 4 finalists for the school's new name are Eston Hemmings Jefferson, Sally Hemmings, Ezekiel Gillespie, and Maya Angelou. Now, that virtual meeting starts at 5:30 tonight at 10. I'll bring you the latest on what this school's new name will be.
All right, McKenna, thank you.
One of the men charged in the fatal shooting at a Madison gas station last year has pleaded guilty. 25-year-old Avion Little and 27-year-old Christopher Somerset Jr. are charged in the shooting death of 22-year-old Keyshawn Davis Williams. Davis Williams was shot while he was waiting in his car at a gas station on Verona Road. Somerset's trial begins next week.
Newly released data from state leaders shows Wisconsin students face significant mental health and emotional challenges on a daily basis.
Across nearly all variables, students of color, LGBT students, and females all tended to report higher rates of risk behaviors, increased challenges, and fewer supports at home and at school.
The 2021 Youth Risk Behavior Survey was administered to dozens of public schools around the state. Results show rates of depression, anxiety, and suicides have risen drastically over the past 2 decades. Almost 20% of those surveyed said they have seriously considered attempting suicide in the past 12 months. Researchers say these findings show further investment and support is essential. And tonight at 6, our Tahlil Mohadeen dives deeper into the report and shares how parents and schools can extend their support.
A runoff election is happening right now in Georgia that will determine the final seat in the U.S. Senate. Voters are deciding between Democratic incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock and Republican challenger Herschel Walker. Democrats have already secured control of the Senate, but the outcome of this race will impact how much leverage each party has. Both campaigns are counting on strong turnout and hope that rainy weather won't keep voters home.
Right now, this is a good time for people to go out and vote, have their voices heard, and have their vote counted.
We had historic turnout during the early voting period, but we should not rest on our laurels. The job is not done.
With nearly 2 million votes cast in early voting, turnout has already exceeded expectations. We'll keep a close eye on this race and share updates and results tonight at 10.
As Russia launches a fresh barrage of missile attacks primarily targeting civilian infrastructure, its defense ministry is accusing Ukraine of suspected drone strikes on Russian air bases. Chris Wen tells us Ukraine has not confirmed the attacks, but its long-range drone program is now coming into focus.
Following the latest round of Russian missile attacks, several regions throughout Ukraine are facing interruptions to power and water amid freezing temperatures. The attacks come after Moscow accused Ukraine of using drones, which Russia says it intercepted to attack 2 air bases deep within Russian territory Monday. Ukraine has neither confirmed nor denied responsibility. Tuesday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky visited wounded soldiers in the northeastern Kharkiv region to mark the country's Armed Forces Day. This after meeting with troops in the Donbas region of eastern Ukraine, which has been the front line of the country's conflict with Russia since 2014.
The path to Independence Square and our independence lies through a free Donetsk, Luhansk, and of course Crimea. All actions lead to freedom, all steps lead to victory and free, peaceful, independent Ukraine.
As the war rages on, Russian and Ukrainian authorities confirmed Tuesday the exchange of 120 people in a prisoner swap. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is warning that Russia could seek a phony off-ramp to the war that would not produce durable peace, but allow Russian troops to regroup and attack Ukraine again.
At some point, this will end, and it will end almost certainly with diplomacy, with a negotiation. But what I think we have to see is a just and durable peace, not a phony peace.
In Washington, I'm Chris Wen reporting.
Also today, the governor of Kursk in western Russia said a drone strike took place at an airfield in that region, which borders Ukraine.
The FBI director is doubling down on his concerns surrounding the social media app TikTok, saying that it poses a serious threat to national security. While speaking at the University of Michigan, FBI Director Christopher Wray said the video sharing app is collecting data from U.S. users for spying purposes and could gain access to your device through software. He also warned the Chinese government could manipulate content on the app with its recommendation algorithm. Last month, the FCC commissioner also called for a nationwide TikTok ban, and earlier this year urged Apple and Google to remove it from their app stores. Meanwhile, Wisconsin Republicans are calling on Governor Tony Evers to ban TikTok from all state government devices. In a letter to the governor, lawmakers said the app could be used by the Chinese government to spy on users and promote communist propaganda. The request comes a week after South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem banned state employees in her state and contractors from accessing TikTok on any state-owned phone.
The U.S. Department of Energy named Stoughton one of the nation's greenest cities. It is the 8th best in the country, but you may be surprised at how many people only use green energy. Our Andrew Banstra has the story.
We've got a program called Choose Renewable, and about 5% of our community is participating in that program.
Stoughton Utilities' Choose Renewable program has been a hit since 2009. This is their 8th time ranking top 10 nationally.
So if you don't participate in this program at all, you just have your regular electric bill, to actually make sure that all of your power is provided by green energy, there's an added cost. But if you wanted to participate at 100%, even if you call Stoughton Utilities, we'll tell you exactly what you use each month, and you can actually participate at that level to make sure that you've got 100% if that was what we desired to do.
Saving the planet isn't breaking the bank either. If you join the program, you purchase green-powered energy blocks for $2 a piece.
Typical residential customer, you'd want to buy, and say you want to be 100% green in your usage, you'd pay an extra, basically 2 to 3 energy blocks, so that would be another, $4 to $6 on your bill.
Jill wonders, though, how does 5% participation rate rank 8th in the country?
And it's crazy to me that there's not, it's almost sad. You can be 8th and only have 5% of your customers participating. So there's a lot of opportunity for growth.
But you have to start somewhere, and ranking top 10 nationally is significant. She champions her customers for that and recognizes this doesn't happen overnight.
And there's a lot of things that are going to have to occur. We're shutting down coal plants, but we also have now the opportunity of needing to build enough renewable resources out there, whether it's solar, wind, biogas. We need to continue to move that forward, and as we continue to have more and more support and the public to say, yes, this is what we want to do, the faster all that will occur.
In Stoughton, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Now.
Stoughton customers, too, can choose to be partially renewable or skip the middleman altogether and join 122 Stoughton buildings that rely on solar panels they installed themselves.
Governor Evers hosted the annual Capitol Holiday Tree Lighting Ceremony today in the Rotunda. Love Tuba Christmas, there they are. He was joined by musical guests and Wisconsin students and families to celebrate the holiday season. This year's theme is Wisconsin Waters. And if you'd like to stop by, the hours at the Capitol's open 8 to 6 on weekdays and 8 to 4 on the weekends.
And next at 5, Gary will have the latest on an upcoming alert day.
Plus, officers who responded to the January 6th Capitol riots were honored on Capitol Hill today for their efforts as they tried to stop the attack. And later, a new sporting goods store is now open for business in Fitchburg. We'll take you to the grand opening. That's coming up tonight at 6.
Stocks tumble for a second straight day. The Dow Jones falls 351 points. NASDAQ down more than 225. S&P 500 loses more than 57.5. And we'll be right back.
Our biggest sale of the year is held over, so there's still time to get Black Friday deals during our huge Thanksgiving sale, held over at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible prices, plus get 30% off on top of that store-wide. Get your final chance for Black Friday deals and 30% off? Yep, held over. And don't forget, mattress shopping is easy, fast, and comfortable at Slumberland. Come see our difference and get a great sale on a mattress today.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under-eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes. And what I love about Plexiderm is this is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under-eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more. It's a cream, it's a topical, it literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it. I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines, like, it's amazing.
You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself, I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This holiday season is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Continuing coverage, News 3 Now investigates with a follow-up how a local group advocates for children with special needs.
Then students struggle with the highest rate of suicidal thoughts in 2 decades. We break down Wisconsin's Youth Risk Behavior Survey. That's tonight at 6.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Nearly 2 years now after the January 6th Capitol riot, congressional leaders are honoring first responders.
U.S. Capitol Police and Washington, D.C.'s Metro Police were awarded congressional medals for their heroism that day. Michael George takes us to the ceremony.
Clearly, we're having some technical issues there, but again, first responders were honored today at the Capitol for their heroism on January 6th. The ceremony comes the same day the chairman of the House Committee investigating the attack said they will make referrals recommending criminal prosecution to the Justice Department by the end of the year. A North Carolina county bracing for another cold night without power as police continue to search for who it was that attacked 2 power substations. About 35,000 customers are still without power and will be for the most of the week. Investigators say someone with a gun broke through a gate and intentionally opened fire on the substations. A motive, though, remains unclear.
This kind of attack raises a new level of threat. We will be evaluating ways to make sure that we harden our infrastructure to prevent future damage.
And while that investigation progresses, Moore County has opened a shelter to help people get by. Let's take a look at your certified most accurate weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now has your forecast. Gary?
Well, we had a band of snow that fell basically from west to east from northern Grant County and much of Crawford County, eastward through Dane County, and then to areas just north of Milwaukee. In that band, about 1 to 2 inches of slushy snow fell, mainly accumulating on the grassy areas, a little bit on the roads, but that melted pretty quickly. South of there, mainly rain, so no snow accumulation there. North of the Dells, pretty much no snow accumulation because there was no precipitation there. And you can see on high-resolution radar, the precipitation still in that same area, although it is much more widely scattered than it was earlier. You can see some rain mixed in as well, so I'm not looking for anything as far as additional snowfall accumulation, at least around here. As temperatures, let's go back to that last graphic, you can see still around freezing in Madison. South of Madison, generally in the upper 30s. North of Madison, temperatures are below freezing. Now, as we look at the wider view, you can see there's nothing really out to the west across Iowa and Minnesota, so we're just looking for cloudy skies for the rest of tonight. Probably see some sunshine tomorrow afternoon. 6-hour future track radar takes the rest of that precipitation off to the east pretty rapidly. Now, as we take a look at future track beginning at 5:30 p.m. on Thursday, this is the next weather system that we're tracking. And right now, it looks like rain will be moving into far southern Wisconsin, maybe mix a little bit of snow, but generally rain to start out with. But as the temperatures turn colder, the northern edge of that precipitation starts to change over to snow around 9 p.m. And then notice as we head through the night, the colder air starts to sink in, so the cold air meets up with the moisture, and we start to see a change over to snow across much of southern Wisconsin. That changeover will take place last across areas down toward the Illinois state line. But eventually by 7 o'clock on Friday morning, everybody should be seeing snow. The good news is, while it'll snow pretty steadily at that point, it'll move off pretty quickly. So that by noon, you can see the back edge of the snow already moving through Madison, and that should move out pretty quickly. As far as snowfall amounts are concerned, I'm thinking about 1 to 2, maybe locally 3 inches of snow south of Madison, north of Madison, 2 to 3, maybe locally 4 inches of snow across our viewing area. The heavier amounts of 4 to 5 inches might be more towards central Wisconsin, and even some 6-inch amounts out across parts of southern Minnesota. But we do have that alert day in the forecast for the accumulating snow for Thursday night into Friday. It'll be a slushy, wet snow, so it'll be hard to shovel if you do have to shovel. So something to keep an eye on, at least as far as that's concerned. Planning your night, look for skies to stay cloudy. We'll see some areas of fog once the rain and snow comes to an end. Low of 25 in Platteville, 22 in Baraboo, and 21 in Wautoma. For tomorrow, look for lower skies to be mostly cloudy in the morning, but we'll turn partly sunny in the afternoon. That gets our high temperature up to around 40 degrees. Again, future track for southern Wisconsin beginning at 5 p.m. on Thursday. Here comes the rain in the evening, mixing with and eventually changing to snow from north to south as we head through the overnight hours. 4 a.m. Friday, just about all of us seeing snow, except maybe down toward the Illinois state line. Early on Friday morning, 7 a.m., we're all changing over to snow. That's when we'll see the best chances for accumulation. Then everything pulls off to the east during the day on Friday, and then by afternoon, probably just see a couple of flurries, if anything. 1 to 2, maybe locally 3 inches of snow south of Madison, Madison northward, 2 to 4, maybe the locally 4-inch amounts, perhaps north of the Dells there, where the snow will be a little bit steadier. But let's look at the 7 to 10 day forecast. Saturday, some drizzle, perhaps a flurry. Sunday will be dry. The next weather system now looking like mainly rain Monday into Tuesday, changing over to some snow showers or flurries Tuesday night into Wednesday. It'll be windy and colder, but shouldn't amount to very much. Temperatures will be seasonally cold at the end of next week. As we check out first warn traffic, of course, the roads have been wet with the rain and snow mixture. Here's the live view of the Beltline at Fish Hatchery Road. Right now, seeing pretty good travel, just a minor delay westbound on the Beltline from around Verona Road back to Fish Hatchery Road. Travel times right now, 23 minutes on the westbound or the eastbound Beltline, 17 minutes back on the westbound Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. I-39/90 from the Beltline southward to Janesville, 25 minutes. US 12 Middleton to Sauk City, 17 minutes. Downtown to Sun Prairie, 19 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Dupixent helps you do more with less asthma and can help you breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
Menards carries the tools you need to complete your projects. In stock and ready to go. Known for innovative designs and affordable prices, Works provides power and ease to get the job done right. Pick up a brad nailer for those weekend projects. Or save on a switch driver for jobs around the house. Save big money this holiday season with innovative tools from Works at Menards. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Whether you're looking for all the advanced features or something with a lower upfront cost, with Rheem heating equipment, you can stay comfortable even in the most uncomfortable situations.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today, serving Dane County for over 45 years.
If you overdraw your account, Wells Fargo gives you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with a grace period? Like accidentally parking where you shouldn't.
Hey, what about this one? Nah, that one gets an extra day. Somebody got lucky.
Like having an extra day grace period? When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer on select Ford vehicles. Choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. So much. And that's how Ford is helping you Proud of you, kids. Shine bright. This season, choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months at your local Ford dealer. And shine bright.
How do you use your energy? Inspiring a spark of creativity? Working hard to reach your goals? Thinking outside the box to bring your vision to life? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Nearly 2 years after the January 6th Capitol riot, congressional leaders are honoring first responders. U.S. Capitol Police and Washington, D.C.'s Metro Police were awarded congressional medals for their heroism that day. Michael George takes us to the ceremony.
In a moving ceremony, the U.S. Capitol Police Department and the D.C. Metro Police Department received congressional gold medals for their heroic response on January 6th.
Our law enforcement officers bravely stood in the breach, ensuring that democracy survived on that dark day.
The highest honor Congress awards came 23 months to the day after rioters attacked the Capitol in an effort to stop lawmakers from certifying the 2020 election of President Biden.
Thank you for having our backs. Thank you for saving our country.
Capitol Police Chief Thomas Manger recognized the officers who paid the ultimate sacrifice, including Officer Brian Sicknick.
For us, it was a day defined by chaos, courage, tragic loss, and resolve.
Officer Sicknick's family chose not to shake hands with Senator Mitch McConnell and Congressman Kevin McCarthy, telling CBS News the Republican leaders continue to put party politics first.
They won't admit to wrongdoing, not necessarily themselves, but of Trump, of the rioters.
The head of the D.C. Metro Police Department said Tuesday's ceremony was the first time many in his department who are carrying physical and emotional scars have been back to the Capitol.
The sound of metal poles and other objects striking the bodies, helmets, and shields may still ring loudly.
The medals will be placed in 4 locations: the Capitol, the Capitol Police, and D.C. Police Departments, and in the Smithsonian, so visitors can remember what happened that day. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The ceremony comes the same day the chairman of the House committee investigating the attack said they will make referrals recommending criminal prosecution to the Justice Department by the end of the year.
Let's stay with us. We'll have one final check of your forecast in just a moment.
Go farther with personal checking choices. At Starion Bank, you make the decisions. Your money, your style. Apply online in just 4 minutes at starionbank.com.
Experience does count. When you're shopping for new furniture, a mattress set, or flooring, come to the experts at McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo. Our experienced staff is well trained in home decorating and will answer all your questions so you can buy with confidence. You'll find big city selection and an enjoyable shopping experience. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Come see the difference experience can make at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
Never have I ever put literally every single item in our store on sale, even the items that never go on sale. Every item?
Join us now through December 24th for our never on sale sale. Only at Rogers and Hollins.
The original immersive Van Gogh exhibit is now open at Lighthouse Art Space, Madison. Get lost in the sights and sounds of this completely spectacular, vivid, and breathtaking immersive art experience that ABC calls absolutely stunning. The New York Times raves that the original immersive Van Gogh exhibit is a must-see, lavish artistic festival. Tickets available now at vangoghmadison.com.
It's a fact. 2 out of 3 Americans who qualify for Medicare do not receive all the benefits they deserve. You could be missing out. Now, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield introduces a free Medicare plan checkup to make sure you receive all the benefits you qualify for in 2023. Call 1-855-597-0884 today and receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-855-597-0884 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2023. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. Call 1-855-597-0884 and make sure you're not missing out.
Need to know what the traffic is like before you hit the road? Get the Channel 3000 app now, and I'll tell you where the trouble spots are and how to get around them.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
Go farther with personal checking choices at Starion Bank. Like Smart Checking, it's free when you choose e-statements. Your money, your style. Apply online in just 4 minutes at starionbank.com.
We've got a lot of news coming up. The Trump Organization found guilty on all counts in a tax fraud trial. The breaking details. Plus, our investigation into the alleged overprescription of controlled substances like Adderall in young adults. How they are gaining easier access to the drugs online. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Well, let's go to Gary. One final check of the forecast and includes an alert day in the forecast.
Yeah, we had a mixture of rain and snow today. Live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam. Not seeing much by the Capitol there. It was dry in the backyard when I was just out there, but there might be some light snow and rain showers out there, at least for the next couple of hours as that last band kind of moves through southern Wisconsin. But you can see at 6-hour future track radar, really nothing showing up there, so it should die down pretty quickly. Temperatures, though, right around freezing. Madison, 33, 33 in Oregon, 34 degrees in Cross Plains, still 37 in Janesville. They've seen mainly rain today. Farther to the north, it's been cold enough for snow, but they've missed out on the precipitation. So 29 to the Baraboo Dells Airport, 32 in Camp Douglas. Look for mostly cloudy skies, any rain and snow showers ending early this evening. Temperatures holding nearly steady in the lower 30s, but we do have that alert day in the forecast. That is for Thursday night into Friday for a slushy snow accumulation of about 1 to 4 inches. That could result in slick roads. It's also kind of a tough snow to shovel because of the fact that it'll be sticky and wet. You can see the rain coming in from the south on Thursday evening, and then that changeover as temperatures start to drop. We see the changeover from rain to snow, basically from north to south, and by early Friday morning, everybody should be seeing snow, but it shouldn't last too long because it'll move off to the east, and that will limit the snowfall accumulations, probably 1 to 3 inches south of Madison and 2 to 4 inches north of Madison.
All right, Gary, thanks. We'll have more updates in 30 minutes on News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.